Venkana sir, can you hear me?
Good morning, sir. I am listening your voice.
Good morning, sir. Sir, I have made you co-host. You can start your class, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
I am muting all the participants except you.
Okay, sir.
Sir, kindly unmute yourself. I have muted all the participants. Kindly unmute yourself, sir.
Now unmuted, sir.
Yes, sir. Now you can start, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Good morning, everybody. Today we continue previous class. In previous class, we are discussing about troubleshooting. PC troubleshooting. In previous class, we are discussing no power. No power means first we are checking that your CPU power card means power cable, next power on off switch, and next we are checking SMPS, and next we are checking motherboard. This is a checking procedure. Means first we are checking power cable. If power cable is okay, next we are checking power on off switch. If power on off switch is okay, next we are checking SMPS. Already we are discussing how we check SMPS without motherboard. After SMPS, we are checking motherboard. If problem in motherboard also, the time CPU not starting. Next second one. Second problem is no display. No display means in this, if we are switch on CPU, CPU processor fan is rotating, and front side power LED is on, and hard disk LED also blinking, but display is not possible. Means we are not seeing any picture on display. So if no display problem is coming, so in this first we are checking procedure. Check monitor power supply. Next, check monitor VGA cable. Check For example, any CPU with no display problem. If any CPU with no display problem, that time first we are taking monitor power on switch. Monitor power on switch. First one. If no display problem is, first we are checking monitor power supply. If monitor power supply is okay, next we check monitor VGA cable. Sometimes RADS is cutting that VGA cable. That time also no display problem is coming. So if monitor power supply is okay, monitor VGA cable also okay. Next we are checking RAM. Means we are removing RAM and we clean RAM contact points by using pencil eraser and we are inserting the RAM. If problem is not rectifying, then we are replacing another RAM. If we are inserting another RAM, working RAM, then display is coming. Means problem in your machine RAM. Means first we are removing this computer RAM and we are clean that RAM by using pencil eraser, means rubber, and we are inserting. So that time also display is not coming. So we are removing that CPU RAM and we are inserting another working RAM in this machine. So that time display is coming. Means problem is the CPU RAM. So problem in RAM. So we are replacing new one. Problem is solved. If we are inserting another RAM, that time also no display problem is coming. So that time we are suspecting peripherals. For example, in that machine we are connecting LAN card, audio card, or other cards, peripheral cards. If any problem in that card, that time also no display problem is coming. For example, if we are using LAN card, if any problem in LAN card, that time also no display problem is coming. So first we are cleaning this RAM and we are replacing RAM. No, means the problem is not solving. So that time we are disconnecting all cards from motherboard and we are disconnecting all cables, data cables and power cables from peripherals. Means we are disconnecting hard disk power cable, data cable. We are disconnecting DVD writer power cable and data cable, and we are removing this LAN card. We are removing all cables and all cards, and once again we are checking. For example, if any problem in your LAN card, if we are removing LAN card and we switch on CPU, that time display is coming. So that time we confirm problem in LAN card. You replace new LAN card. Means if no display problem is coming, that time don't suspect RAM and don't suspect your north bridge. Sometimes this problem is coming with peripherals also. So that is the reason you first check RAM. Next, you disconnect all peripherals and power cables and data cables from all devices, and once again you check. That time also same problem is repeating. That time problem in not bridge. Sometimes this VGA port problem also, sometimes VGA port also not working, or HDMI port also not working. So that time how to be confirm problem in graphics memory controlling hub or problem in VGA port? How to be confirmed means that time you use extra graphics card. You use extra card and you insert that graphics card and in PCIe slot, and you connect your monitor to that graphics card. That time display is coming. So that time you suspect VGA and VGA related section. Problem in VGA port or VGA port, this VGA port related section. Now you are connecting graphics card and you are connecting your monitor to graphics card, that time also problem is not rectifying. Means problem in graphics memory control hub. Means this is the NOT bit. If problem in this NOT bit, so you replace motherboard. This is the only one solution. Means if here generally no display problem is coming, means generally problem in this RAM. Sometimes RAM contact points is carbon. So sometimes RAM contact points is carbon. So that time we are removing RAM and we are cleaning that RAM contact points by using pencil eraser. 80% problem is rectifying. Sometimes problem in RAM stick. So that time first you clean RAM contact points. First one. Second, insert new RAM. Means here first we are cleaning that RAM contact points and inserting, and that time problem not rectified. Second time we are inserting new RAM. Before that, first you clean this RAM contact points and you insert. Problem is not rectifying. That time you remove all peripherals. Already we are discussing any problem in this additional cards. That time also no display problem is coming. So first you clean this RAM contact points and you insert. Again problem is not rectifying. Means problem is not rectifying. That time you remove LAN card and you remove hard disk data cable and power cable. You remove DVD writer, power cable and data cable, and once again you check. That time also problem is not rectifying. Next, you insert another new RAM. You insert another new RAM. If you are inserting another new RAM, that time also problem is not rectifying. That time you are suspecting problem in NOT bit. Means graphics memory controlling hub. Another means we are suspecting NOT bit. Sometimes port also damaged. So how to confirm problem in VGA port or problem in NOT bit? How to be confirmed means that purpose you use one graphics card. Means nowadays only graphics cards is available. In older days VGA card also available. AGP card also available. But nowadays only graphics cards is available. So you insert the graphics card and you connect your monitor to that graphics card. That time display is coming. Means problem in VGA port or port related components. So that time you purchase new graphics card and you insert in your computer. That time this problem is rectifying. This is the one solution. If I am inserting graphics card and I am connecting VGA monitor cable, that time also no display problem. Means problem is not the page. In hardware level, it is not repairable. So you replace it motherboard. You replace motherboard. In chip level side, they are reballing this NOT bit that is working properly, or they are replacing this chipset. This chip means NOT bit, south bit is called as a co-process. Sometimes major 60 to 70% problem, only reballing problem is coming in this BGA chips. Any BGA chip, 60 to 70% problems in reballing problems is coming. So that time they are removing that old lead balls and they are arranging new balls. That time problem is rectifying, but it is related to chip level repair. So in hardware level, problem is not means simply you replace motherboard. That is the solution. This is the no display. Second one problem. In this no display, we are checking RAM and we are checking monitor power and data cable, and we are checking NOT bits also. So in this anyone is defective, replace that. or another one important is blue screen error. Sometimes if you are using computer, suddenly blue screen is coming and machine is restarting. That time you are suspecting what happened. Blue screen error is coming. Blue screen error. And after restarting machine, it is giving one message. Your machine is recovered from fatal error. Unexpected fatal error. Blue screen. Generally, if any hardware is problem, hardware related issues in your PC, that time blue screen error is coming. If problem in your hard disk, if problem in your north bridge, if problem in your process section, if problem in your south section, that time only blue screen error is coming. So simply you remember, if any computer blue screen error is coming, that time 80% it is related to hardware issue. 80% it is related to hardware issue. So now how to find out where is the problem? Now troubleshooting of this blue screen error. In this first one, check hard disk data cable and data cable and power cable. Check hard disk, check hard disk status. Hard disk health status. That one. Check processor time. Check IOCH temperature. Generally, blue screen error means sometimes you are connecting, nowadays you are connecting hard disk to motherboard by using SATA cable. If that SATA cable, when we are inserting cable, that time that cable is loose connection. So if cable is loose connection means loose, that time if we are inserting any CD, DVD in DVD drive, reading time that drive is generating some vibrations. So that time this cable is loose, that time it is not make proper contact to hard disk. So in this situation, it is giving blue screen error. After your machine restarting, that time it is saying some OS files is corrupted. Means if cable is shaking means that time in hard disk running condition, this cable is disconnecting contact with motherboard. When hard disk is working condition, suddenly we are disconnecting any that data cable, hard disk data cable. Sometimes OS files is corrupted. So here, first you check hard disk data cable and power cable. These all are is loose or they are fixing properly. First you check. If that cable is proper, perfect condition, Next check hard disk health status. Sometimes problem in hard disk, that time also this blue screen error is coming. Means when we are installing OS, try to install OS, that time it is giving blue screen error, unexpected error, fatal error. So first check that hard disk data cable, and next check hard disk health status. How we check this hard disk health status means you connect this hard disk to another computer, and this hard disk adapter, some software is available on internet. In this uh, this software is available on internet. You install that software in another computer and you connect this hard disk to that one and check this hard disk status. That time it is giving, even this hard disk have any errors, it is giving that information. These two. Another one is the check processor fan. If processor fan is not rotating, or if any dust, more dust form on the processor heatsink, that time also this type of blue screen error is coming. And next one, check GMCH, means graphics memory controlling hub, and input output controlling hub. Simply north bridge and south bridge temperature. Sometimes this north bridge overheating. That time also this type of error is coming. Here, for example, this north bridge is overheating. How to rectify it? So every north bridge top side have heat sink. Sometimes when we are cleaning that motherboard by using brush, anti-static brush, that time sometimes this heat sink is disturbing. When we are using that brush fastly, sometimes the brush is touched to this heat sink. That time sometimes it is disturbing. Here you check hard disk health status, and you check processor fan, and you check this chipset. If this chipset is overheating, that time also this blue screen is error is coming. Sometimes if you are connecting any peripheral, that peripheral also generating this type of blue screen error. So before you troubleshooting any problem, first you disconnect all that additional cards from motherboard. If you are inserting any extra LAN card or extra audio card or extra USB card, first you remove all additional peripherals from your motherboard and you check your machine. And another next one problem is bootable device not found. Or storage device not available. This is the next problem. For example, your means in computer, that computer is not detecting hard disk, that time this type of message is coming. If we switch on this machine, that time it is giving one message: bootable device is not found or storage device is not available. Means that computer is not detecting your hard disk. If this type of message is coming, then first you check this hard disk is detecting or not in BIOS. Check hard disk in BIOS. First one. If this hard disk is not detecting in BIOS, means problem in hard disk. So that time you replace that hard disk. Means here only one, only we are suspecting that hard disk only. Means here bootable device is not found. Means here this motherboard or this CPU is not detecting your hard disk. Maybe problem in that hard disk connecting data cable or power cable or in hard disk. Means here check hard disk in BIOS and let's check hard disk data cable. Data cable and power cable. Okay. Sometimes, if your hard disk is not formatting, that time also it is detecting in BIOS. And if you are not formatting, means that the hard disk is a new hard disk. If new hard disk is coming, that time when we are installing OS, that time OS is automatically formatting that hard disk. And for example, if you are manually deleting all partitions in hard disk, that time it is detecting in BIOS. But in this OS is not available, that time it is also giving one message. What is that? OS is not available in your hard disk. That is another one problem. But in this problem, bootable device is not found. Means first you check hard disk status in BIOS, and next check hard disk data cable and power cable. If it is not detecting in BIOS, that time you suspect a problem in hard disk and you replace that hard disk. Sometimes, if hard disk is not detecting in BIOS, before replacing hard disk, you check that hard disk data cable and power cable. Sometimes problem in SATA cable or sometimes problem in data cable. If in this any cable is defective, that time also this hard disk is not detecting in BIOS. So first you check this data cable and power cable, and next check BIOS. Means if your BIOS checking is very easy, we are checking data cable, power cable means compulsory we are opening that CPU cabinet. So checking purpose, first you confirm this hard disk is detecting or not in BIOS. In BIOS not detecting means that time we are suspecting hard disk. Before replacing hard disk, you check that hard disk data cable and power cable. If this data cable and power cable are also good condition and that hard disk is not detecting in BIOS, means problem in hard disk. You replace that hard disk. OS correct. Or .dll file missing. Sometimes you don't have UPS backup, suddenly power is failure. Again power is coming, that time you try to start your machine, that time this type of message is coming. Means operating system is correct or some DLL file is missing. This type of message is coming. Means if you are not shut down your computer properly, that time some OS files is corrupted. So if OS files is corrupted, that time that your machine is not booting OS, means your machine is not working properly. So if your computer is giving this type of message, .dll file missing or OS is correct, that time if you are using genuine operating system, that time OS repairing is possible. If you are not using genuine operating system, that time compulsory you reinstall OS. These two are the solutions. Repair OS, first one. Second one, install fresh operating system. Means here, if you are using genuine operating system, that time only repair is possible. Repair tool is working. If we are not using genuine operating system, that time repair is not possible. Compulsory you install fresh OS. What happen if you are install fresh OS means already you are installing some applications and you have saved some data in C drive. All are deleted. This is the drawback. If when we are installing fresh OS, that previous all that application softwares and whatever we are installing in previous previously whatever we are installing in application software, all are deleting. Again you install, means it is taking more time. This is the solution for OS connectivity. Means when you are not installing or when you are not shut down your machine properly, that time some files is corrected, and next time you try to switch on your machine, that time this type of message is coming. OS is corrupted or some .dll file or files is missing. This type of error message is coming. So this type of error message coming, that time if you are installing genuine OS, that time repairing is possible. If you are not installing genuine OS, that time again you install fresh OS. These two are the solutions for this problem. Next problem. Computer hanging or restarting. Sometimes when we are using computer, that then after half an hour, after 15 minutes, that computer is tracking, means computer is hanging, means computer is not responding properly, means computer is hanging, and sometimes computer is very slow, and after system hanging or after 15 or 20 minutes, the computer is restarting, suddenly automatically restarting. Means problem is computer hanging or computer restarting. Where is the problem? Here, this means computer internal have processor, and that processor is generating heat, and that heat is absorbing by using heat sink, and that heat sink top side have one fan. If fan is defective or that heat sink total occupying with dust, means that heat sink total have dust, that time this type of problem is coming. So if any machine is problem, this type of problem means computer hanging or restarting, that time first check CPU fan, central processing unit fan, means processor fan. Clean dust from CPU heatsink. These two are the solutions. Means every time after half an hour or after 15 minutes, machine is hanging or suddenly machine is restarting. Means that time you are suspecting CPU fan, and sometimes that heatsink have more dust. If heatsink have more dust, means that heatsink is not receiving cool air. If it is not receiving cool air, then that heatsink is not cooling. So that time processor is overheating, that time machine is hanging or sometimes restarting. These are the solutions for this problem. Computer hanging or computer restarting means you check CPU fan and you clean that heatsink. You clean that CPU heatsink. These two are the solutions. Sometimes, if some technicians they are removing motherboard from that cabinet, ATX cabinet, generally they are called CPU. They want to remove motherboard from the cabinet. That time simply they are using that heatsink and they are removing motherboard from CPU cabinet. CPU cabinet means here don't lift motherboard by using processor heatsink. If you want to remove motherboard from the cabinet, use two hands and you remove motherboard from that cabinet. If you want to insert any motherboard in your CPU cabinet, then use two hands and you insert motherboard inside of that cabinet. This is the right way. But simply, some technicians they are lifting that motherboard by using processor heatsink. Simply they are using single hand and they are lifting that motherboard by using that processor heatsink. That time this heatsink is disturbed. Actually, this is a heatsink, this is a processor. If you are keep this heatsink on processor, 100% the surface is not touching the processor surface. In between have some gaps. So we are eliminating that gap. That purpose we are using heatsink compound. In previous class we are discussing. For example, if you are lifting your motherboard by using heatsink, that time it is disturbing. Means again, it's creating some gaps between processor and heatsink. If gap between processor and heatsink, that time this heatsink not observing 100% a heat from processor. That time also this type of problems is coming. So if any machine is problem with hanging or restarting, that time first you check CPU fan working or not. Next check any dust in heatsink, you clean that dust from heatsink. That time problem is rectified. Switch on CPU after 10 minutes. System Next problem is if you switch on CPU after 10 minutes or after 15 minutes, automatically your machine is shut down, means total power off. So here you observe your switch on CPU, that time OS is booting and it is showing that when operating system logo, everything is okay. But when you are try to play video games, when you are try to play video games and when you are try to play HD movies in your computer, that time suddenly your machine is shut down, not restarting, shut down. Friends, if this type of problem is coming, that time first check SMPS. Here, this is the only one. Here, while you are checking SMPS means actually you are assembling one CPU. You are assembling one CPU. That CPU is the gaming CPU. In previous class, we are discussing this computer's three types: basic and mid-range and high-end. The desktop computer. For our convenience purpose, we are dividing this desktop computer in three categories. Basic computer. This basic computer we are using for accounting purpose, browsing internet purpose, and we are playing normal game purpose. Basic computer means basic computer it is only used for office work purpose, means accounting purpose and internet browsing purpose. Mid-range computer. This mid-range computer also called as a multimedia computer. Means we are using that computer to do office work, means accounting and browsing internet, and we are watching HD movies. And we are playing low end, means low end video games. Low end video games in that mid range. High end means this high end video game, this high end computer specially assembled for playing 3D and high end video game purpose. This computer cost is very high compared to remaining two computers. High end computer. For example, if you are assembling one gaming computer. You are assembling one gaming computer, and this gaming computer approximately consuming, for example, 600 watt power. This gaming computer is consuming 600 watt power. But you are assembling this gaming computer, and in this power supply purpose, you are fixing normal SMPS, normal unbranded SMPS. That unbranded SMPS on top cover they are mentioned 450 watt. In SMPS class we are discussing this SMPS two types: branded and unbranded. Tomorrow class I am explaining all practically. That time I am showing what is the difference between branded and unbranded, and I am explaining practically. Here they are installing one unbranded SMPS. On that SMPS they are mentioned 450 watt, but actually that SMPS is giving maximum output only 180 watt only. This unbranded SMPS is available on market approximately 500 rupees to 600 rupees depending on that market and location. So this SMPS, on that SMPS they are mentioned 450 watt, but actually it is giving only 180 watt power only. But here how much power required for this gaming computer purpose? 600 watt power is required, but this SMPS providing only 180 watt. So here you are assembling gaming computer by using this ordinary SMPS. Now you try to switch on computer, that time OS is booting. Booting purpose, that processor is not consuming more power. when you are trying to play video game, that time if you are using high-end applications, that time processor is consuming more power. And in this game computer also, they are using high-end video game, means high-end graphics card for video game purpose. They are installing high-end graphics card. This graphics card are approximately consuming 200 to 250 watt, and processor also consuming approximately 90 to 150 watt, depending on that processor model. So here, when we try to run high video game, that time processor and graphics card is consuming more power, but here available power maximum 180 power. So that time this SMPS is not providing that much of power. Immediately this SMPS is overheating, and internal have overload protection. This SMPS internal have overload protection. So when this processor and graphics try to draw more power, that time that much power is not provided. Immediately it is detecting overloading and it is cut off the power supply. Means total your machine is power off. This type of problem is coming. Means when you are getting this type of problem, first you suspect your SMPS. Means you are assembling new computer. In this computer, you are using all branded components. Means motherboard also branded, DVD writer, hard disk, and everything is branded. But in this, you are using low water SMPS. Means all SMPS is same size and cables also same, but wattage is different. So depending on your mission requirement, you purchase that SMPS. Size is same, but what is different? Wattage is different. So here, new computer, you are assembled yesterday. Now you are testing that. That time you are getting this type of problem. That time you suspect SMPS. Or sometimes one CPU, in this CPU, SMPS internal also have one fan. If fan also not working properly, means SMPS fan not working properly, that time this SMPS internally overheating, and internal have one temperature sensor, generally are called thermistor. If this SMPS internal overheating is generating, thermistor is detecting and it is cut off the power. This is the another one. So if any this type of problem is coming, first you check SMPS. SMPS means SMPS internal have fan. That fan is rotating properly or not. In this SMPS internal have any dust or not. You clean that dust by using blower. Tomorrow class we are discussing how many types of blowers is available and how to clean that motherboard. I am explaining practically. And here first you check SMPS. What is the SMPS wattage? What is the requirement of this machine wattage? First you compare. Means sometimes we are using proper SMPS, but this SMPS internal have more dust. That time also this problem is coming. Or sometimes this SMPS fan is not rotating. That time also this type of problem is coming. So here we switch on CPU after 10 minutes, or you try to run any heavy application, that time this machine is going to power off. Means machine total power off, not restarted, power off. That time you suspect SMPS. This is a solution. If problem in SMPS, that time this type of problem is coming. LAN not detecting. Next question. LAN not detecting means if any computer not detecting LAN, that time first you check that LAN drivers properly installed or not. if LAN drivers is not available, but it is not detecting LAN, that time we are suspecting LAN port and LAN IC. First, next check LAN drivers. This is the procedure. First, if LAN is not detecting, first you check LAN drivers properly installed or not. This is the first one. Next, you suspect this LAN port is working properly or not. This LAN is working or not. So here, first you confirm LAN drivers installed properly. That time you are suspecting LAN. So that time, how to rectify this problem? That time you insert a new LAN card in PCI slot and you install the drivers. That time your machine working properly not. Means if LAN drivers is not installed, that time you install LAN drivers, no problem. But problem in LAN port or LAN IC is the hardware problem. So hardware technician cannot remove LAN port and hardware technician cannot replace in LAN IC. This is a chip level work. So hardware technician is confirmed problem in LAN IC or problem in LAN port. Immediately that hardware technician or hardware engineer purchasing new LAN card and that LAN card is inserting in PCI slot and installing that LAN card drivers, that and the machine is working properly. This is a solution in this. So you check LAN port and LAN card. If it is defective, then insert new LAN card. Insert LAN card. This is a solution. If problem in LAN port or LAN IC, then you insert LAN card. So actually problem in LAN port means we are not replacing motherboard. Motherboard is costly, but this LAN card is available on market 150 to 250 rupees. So simply we are inserting LAN card. That time this problem is rectifying. These are the general problems in hardware side. Means when we are working, that time many different problems is coming. What we are studying in classroom, total you study this hardware in 3 months or 6 months or 1 year. That time this theory only cover 40% troubleshooting only. 60% troubleshooting you are learning from practically, hands-on job. Means different problems is coming. So that time you use your experience, practical experience, and you rectify that. Means what you are studying, you study any books and you study many years. That time you are gaining only 40% practical knowledge. When you are doing that work, hands-on work, that time you are learning 60% practical experience from hands-on job. Means when you are working as a hardware technician, that time you are learning more practical troubleshooting. Now question time. If you have any doubt, you type in chat box. We are discussing that. You have any doubt, you type in chat box.
Dhirendra Kumar is raising hand. If you have any doubt, you type in chat
Sir,
box.
one question came in the chat box. How many types of computer? This is the question.
Actually, as per our theory, we are dividing computers. Actually, we are dividing these computers is supercomputer, mainframe computer, mini computer, and micro computer. But this desktop computer side, for our convenience purpose, we are discussing this. We are dividing this desktop computers three types: basic computer, uh, mid-range multimedia computer, and gaming computer. We are dividing three computers for our convenience purpose. Basic computer means this computer is able to do accounts, office work means accounts, and it is able to do small applications, and it is used to browse internet, and it is used to watch normal movies. This is a basic computer. Another one is multimedia computer. Multimedia computer means in this we are doing office work and browsing internet, and we are watching HD movies, and we are playing low level video games in multimedia computer. Another one is high end gaming computer. Gaming computer means in this we are doing all things. Means we are doing office work and browsing internet and watching HD, ultra HD movies, and we are playing high end 3D games also. This is called high end computer. For our convenience purpose, desktop computer is dividing in three ways. Means basic computer, multimedia computer, and high-end video game computer. And compared to basic computer, multimedia computer is very costly. It is that cost is depending 50,000 to above 1 lakh. In this, we are using graphics card. Depending on your purpose, this graphics card price is starting from 15,000 to 1,75,000 for only graphics card purpose. And in this desktop computer, we are using motherboard. This motherboard cost, China based basic motherboard cost is 1200 rupees. 1200 rupees to one motherboard cost is 56,000 rupees. Only motherboard cost. And in this we are using processor. Depending on your purpose, that processor is available on market 2,800 rupees to approximately 80,000 to 1 lakh. One processor cost. So depending on your requirement or depending on your customer requirement, you give quotation to that customer. Means here, your motherboard cost. Motherboard cost starting price is 1200 rupees. What is the maximum price? Approximately 52,000 or 56,000 for only motherboard cost. And processor. Processor cost is available 2,800 rupees to 80,000 or 1 lakh rupees for only one processor cost. And SMPS, normal basic SMPS is available on market 400 rupees to 600 rupees depending on your locality and shop. And branded SMPS is available 4,500 rupees to 22,000 for only SMPS cost. But here one basic computer, full basic computer available 10,000 to 12,000 rupees. Basic computer is available on market within 10,000 to 12,000 rupees. But high-end computer, in this high-end computer, we are using RAM. RAM cost is 18,000 to 22,000 rupees. Only RAM cost. And in this we are using SMPS. That SMPS cost is 6,200 to 20,000. Only SMPS cost. You compare these prices. So depending on your requirement, you select proper that equipment. And any
Sir, time over,
question?
sir.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Today we stop our class. We continue in next time, in next class.
Okay,
Thank
sir.
you,
Thank you
everyone.
very much. I mean,